doing the water glass xylophone experiment. You will need some glass jars, food coloring if you want, then a measuring spoon. It depends on what size your glass jar is and the amount you have. So right now we have 9 of them. One of them is going to be empty. So technically we have 8 of them. So I have 1 tablespoon, which will be enough. Then spoons of any material, or not even spoons. You can use anything of any materials, and some water. Step 1. You want to leave the first glass empty, so move on to the second one and pour 1 tablespoon, or 1 of any spoon, 1 tablespoon. Then the second one, do 2 tablespoons, or 2 of the measuring cup you have. Then the next one, 3. Then the next one, 4. Then the next one, 5 and 6, and you know what I'm talking about. Then you can put some food coloring in the ones that have done. So, now that we fill all the glasses except this one, because it's empty, let's begin with the wooden spoon. As you could hear, the pitch got lower the more water was filled. Now it's Vikram's turn. So now I'm gonna start tapping the water glasses. Okay, now the pitch got more higher because there's less water in from here to here. Okay, so now we're gonna do the metal one. It's gonna sound different. Don't hit too hard or the glass jars will break. That one got lower. So now I'm gonna hit the glass jars. As you could hear, the pitch got higher. Now we're gonna use something plastic. Now that was more clear than the others because there's less vibrations. Let's talk about the hows and whys. When you tap the glass, sound waves are created. Now, the pitch depends on how fast the sound waves are. So, the slower the sound waves, the more lower the pitch. So, when I tap the lowest one, there's nothing to slow down the sound waves. So, it creates a high-pitched sound. Now, this one has more water in it, which means that it'll block the sound and slow it down. So, creating a higher pitch. Now my brother's gonna try. Bye, see you next time. Thank you for listening.